Hello everybody, this is Doll Dazzler and welcome to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be sharing with you guys another doll out of my doll collection. A little while ago I had done a video on a bed doll that was made by Sterling Doll Company, and in that video I had mentioned that I had a couple of other bed dolls that were clowns. I have quite a few of the bed dolls, and some of them are the clown dolls or Pixie dolls. They could be called either one. This particular type of bed doll, I believe most of them were handmade. When I was doing the research on them, I was not able to locate a company that would have put these together. So if anybody knows that's watching knows of a company name that would have produced these dolls or manufactured these dolls, please leave that in the comments for me. I didn't find one. All that I was able to find online was that they were handmade. So this particular Pixie, I'll call her a Pixie doll, a little clown doll, little Pixie. She is cloth and wire, and then she's got a very familiar face to her. A lot of dolls that are handmade have these, they're like a little plastic mold for their face. And my grandma used to make these dolls when I was young, and they were just made out of yarn, and she used faces that were very, very similar to this, a little bit larger maybe, but these are for doll making. And so I didn't see a company, which was it's kind of obvious that it's handmade, but still very well put together. And like I said, I do have I think I have probably 3 or 4 different versions of this Pixie doll. But this one, it's made out of cloth and wire. And so on the bed you could lay them and pose them however you would want to lay on the bed. When I was looking online, there were some that were really, really similar to this. So I don't know if these would have maybe come in a pattern for people to make, because there was one that was almost exactly like this one with the same kind of fabric. This is a fabric that is it's a silky, it's a kind of faded pink because of course sitting on a bed, that sunlight hits the doll and the fabric, and sunlight and fabric don't really go too well together. So it is faded, but inside the wrinkles you can kind of get an idea of what the pink should have looked like. But it's a satin. It's very, very well put together. So I'm thinking maybe it might have been a doll kit that people could purchase and make, because these are they look so well manufactured that quite possibly maybe it was a kit. If anybody out there has any information on these particular Pixie bed dolls, please leave it in the comments for me. So I purchased this and the other ones that I have from an antique store. These started to become popular in the 50s. This one is, at least the other one that I saw online, it did say that it was made in the 50s. So I don't think that it would be past the 60s though, because bed dolls aren't very popular anymore, but they used to be really, really popular in the 50s and 60s. So the outfit, it looks like it's all one piece. There's absolutely no markings on it because it's handmade, it's obvious. But I'm trying to find any indication that you know, there's no zippers, there's no way to remove any of this clothing, and then underneath of course is just the fabric. So when I got these dolls, they're in great condition, other than a little bit of the sun fading. I think I have 3 of these particular Pixies. I really, really like these. They're really well made, and they're definitely vintage. So when I saw these, I purchased them one at a time, but I eventually ended up getting all of the dolls that this lady had in her booth. So they have a little bit of hair, and the hair is very, very unusual. It looks like real hair. And so that gives me, it kind of gives me the feeling that maybe somebody had cut their hair and used it in there. I don't know, that's kind of a strange thought, but it doesn't look like typical doll hair. It actually looks like real hair. And I don't know if there's a thing about these dolls where, you know, maybe it's a memorabilia doll that you could make, and you cut a lock of hair and put it on it. I have no idea, but I thought that that was very unusual, that the hair looks very, very real. She's got a little hat on, and she's got these little pom-poms everywhere. Very, very cute, very well put together. So if this is a handmade doll by somebody, they really did a good job. And then she's got these little nettings around her wrists and around her neck to resemble a clown or a pixie. The one that I saw online had some of those little nettings around the ankles, but this one does not have that. And these shoes are just really, really adorable. I love the way that they look. So this is a pixie doll from the 50s, handmade pixie doll. If you guys have any information for me as far as if they were ever made by a manufacturer and who that might be, also any information on like the hair or how they would have come or could be purchased to make, please leave that in the comments for me. These dolls really interest me because they seem to last really, really well over the years. So this is the Pixie doll from the 1950s bed doll. If you guys like this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.